Привет, I am John Eверт, owner and director of the Evert Tennis Academy.
Джон, имя Криса Эверта, оно известно во всем мире. Имя Академии, оно кто-то слышал, кто-то нет. Расскажите более подробно.
Well, the Evert Tennis Academy is located in South Florida, which is the hotbed of tennis in the United States and probably the hotbed of tennis in all of the world. I think one of our specialties at the Evert Tennis Academy is developing young talent, okay, working with young kids and being very individualized and personalized in our training methods to help develop these players to reach their potential. I think that's the big difference between, say, the Evert Tennis Academy and other academies where you're just not a number, okay? We really take a personalized and individualized approach.
В вашей академии периодически можно увидеть много молодых талантливых игроков, которые проходят здесь практику. Не могли бы вы остановиться на этом более подробно?
Yes, well, we've been able to help a number of girls transition into the pro ranks. Madison Keys, who's one of the youngest on the WTA tour for her age. Lauren Davis, who's another player who's one of the youngest on the WTA tour. Andy Roddick was a former pupil of ours, and he was at the academy from the age of 13 to 17. Sebastian Grosjean, when he was the #1 junior in the world, he got married and moved to Boca Raton, and we helped develop him. There's been a number of other players we've developed, but in general, I'd say that, you know, we were represented at the Orange Bowl and at the Eddie Herr by somewhere between 30 and 40 players. And just having that representation at the biggest junior tournaments in the world, I think, is indicative of all the young talent we're developing at the Evert Tennis Academy.
Вы сейчас сказали о теннисистах более старшего поколения, которые уже известны стали в взрослом периоде. Расскажите о тех молодых детях, талантливых, кто проходит обучение у вас. Чем их привлекает ваша академия?
Well, for instance, two of our younger players, Hong from Korea, he won the Junior Orange Bowl at both the 12 and under and the 14 and under. He's just moved up and playing the 16 and unders, but he's been the best junior in the world for the last 4 years at his age. Another girl who just turned 15, Belinda Bencic, who's from Switzerland, but I think her parents are from somewhere else. She's 15. She's, I believe, the youngest or the second youngest player, ITF, ranked somewhere around 10 in the world, and I think she's the youngest player as well for 15 years old on the WTA tour. Those are a couple of our younger players.
Как Академия помогает молодым игрокам? В чем помогает? Это очень интересно для российских теннисистов. Как их здесь встретят? У них будет большая дорога сюда, и что им здесь ждать?
I think one of the most important things when a player comes to the Evert Tennis Academy is that we evaluate them. We evaluate their game style. We look at their physical attributes, their personality, and we determine from those two things what type of player they're going to be, how successful they can be. And from there, we try to break down all the technical work they need, all the tactical work they need. We try to really work on their competitive spirit and their mental conditioning, and we try to get them stronger. The game of tennis has become much more physical, so we really concentrate on our off-court strength and conditioning program to get the kids stronger. The great thing about being at the academy, though, in terms of competition, is that we've got the United States Tennis Association here, who has all the top young U.S. juniors training at this facility. And so our kids get an opportunity to play against the best Americans. So, you know, when we go down to these junior tournaments like the Orange Bowl and the Eddie Herr, we not only have 30 or 35 kids playing these tournaments, but the USTA also has about 20 or 25 kids. And on a regular day here at the Academy, it can be like a big ITF tournament because we interact and we play matches with the USTA kids. And I think that's one of the advantages of a young kid coming to the Academy, is being able to really compete with the best players in this country.
Не секрет, что основная проблема, с которой могут столкнуться российские теннисисты юные по приезду сюда, это языковый барьер. Но также я знаю, что эта проблема успешно решается на примере тех, кто здесь тренируется. Не могли бы вы немножко рассказать об этом?
Well, we do have a Russian-speaking coach on staff. We're working on getting more Russian-speaking coaches as we speak. However, we have tutors here who help the kids with their schoolwork and help the kids learn English. They take a lot of English classes, but most of the kids that come here from Russia speak pretty good English. Many speak better than their parents, and because they're young kids, they pick the language up very quickly. Most of the kids, I would say, in one semester they can come here and they might not know very much English. By the end of one semester, a 3 or 4 month period, they pick up the language very quickly. South Florida is where all the best junior tennis players are in the United States. It's also where a lot of foreign players come to train. So the local tournaments are stacked with good competition. We also have, especially for the international players, many ITFs that are in the region. We have ITFs in Florida. We have ITFs in South America. We have ITFs in Central America. Sometimes we travel in the summer to ITFs in Europe. But during the Academy year, we'll have several trips to ITF tournaments throughout the fall and throughout the spring.
В заключение, что вы можете пожелать российским теннисистам и их родителям, которые сейчас вас смотрят?
Russia is very far away. It's very far away from South Florida. It's very far away from the Evert Tennis Academy. However, I feel as though the Evert Tennis Academy in South Florida is one of the best areas to train in the world, if not the best area to train in the world. I feel as though our program is very developmental. So for younger kids, even kids who are in their teenage years, who are pursuing their dream to become professional tennis players or to go to American University, this is a great option for them. They can come to the Evert Tennis Academy. You can come to the Evert Tennis Academy and you can play against the best Americans in the world. You can play against the best Evert Tennis Academy kids, international kids in the world. You can get great coaching through our world-class coaching staff. We've got Chrissy out here several times a week. Many of our coaches have won coaching awards as developmental coaches. I think the competition in South Florida is unparalleled, and obviously the weather and the conditions are probably a little warmer and a little nicer than some places where you live now. And it's a big decision. It's a big step for you to make that commitment. But I can tell you, most of the kids that have come here from Russia and from Eastern Europe and from all over the world, their experience has turned out to be very, very good, very beneficial, and we're proud of that.